One incident was, one firing took place which unfortunately resulted in the death, which was not really meant to cause death. Now that the magisterial inquiry has been ordered, magistrate will go into all aspects of this incident and then arrive at a conclusion if it was justified or not justified.
Right.
And on that, on the finding of the magistrate, further action will be initiated.
Right. Bisejit, do you think that there is a need to perhaps regulate stunt riding, because today it is illegal to do stunt biking? So would you want it to be a regulated sport? Would you want separate stretches to be designated for these stunt riders so that they can practice and improvise, so that they don't have to fall back on the only option that is left before them, that is to use narrow roads and weave into traffic and harass commuters?
Actually, I think we need to, like Mr. Doctor Sir, we have to regularize them, like we can provide some safe area and some riding skills to them and some professional stunt biker to all those groups. It's not like you can say them and all those things. Make a institute or some kind of thing where you can provide some this type of training to all those. And apart from this, I don't think it should be regularized, because it's very dangerous. Wherever you perform in a safe area or on those roads or space.
Right. Dr. Malhotra, what role can parenting play in this? Because in this particular case, one of the bikers' parents did not...
When parents need to very carefully define what is right, what is wrong, that rights come with responsibilities. I think there's a strong role of moral education here. There's a strong role of channelizing their energies, and usually children who are very hyperactive are the ones who tend to become quite impulsive, and because they are quite impulsive, they look for instant gratification. Now, if you're looking at instant gratification, one has to carefully define in such issues, is it the thrill of driving the bike, is it the thrill of performing a stunt, or is it the thrill of catching the attention, or is it the thrill of creating disturbance amongst the society, or is it the thrill of breaking the law? What exactly are they looking at? And that is where the problems comes in, and that's how it has to be defined and carefully delineated. And if you see a child is, I think it does from the very beginning, and alongside I think school should also focus not just on the curriculum, but alongside on moral education and how to deal with life effectively and how to cope with issues. I think here is a group of youngsters who are looking for instant gratification, who are looking for that attention, who are breaking the legal system and enjoying that role of having broken the legal system and yet running scot-free. And then there's also this culture of late night biking and perhaps late night alcohol and creating a kind of a nuisance on the road.
Right.
So all those things need to be very carefully looked into, and yes, I think there is a need for proper channelization of energies, and at the same time there's a need for that buffer mechanism in the society through the legal network, through policing, through perhaps moral education, which also needs to be inbuilt.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Sameer Malhotra, T.R. Kakkar and Bisejit Barali for joining us on News 9. So, if the police has the responsibility to ensure that excess force is not used and to ensure that things are tackled well in time, then the public also has a responsibility to the society at large. And if both sections execute the responsibility, perhaps such instances will not take place. We'll now take a look at what's waiting for you on the other side. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back. My colleague Royden D'Souza was in Cairo. He caught up with the Foreign Minister of Egypt, Nabil Fehmi, for his take on what's happening inside Egypt. In his first interview since he took the oath of office, he defended the legitimacy of his government and also spoke about the importance of charting an inclusive constitution for the country. A wave of a dozen car bombings hit in and around the Iraqi capital this morning during rush hour, killing at least 60 people in the latest coordinated attack by insurgents determined to undermine the government. The blasts, which wounded scores more, are part of a surge of attacks that is reviving fears of a return to the widespread sectarian bloodshed that pushed the country to the brink of civil war after the 2003 US have. But we would love to hear from you. Our Twitter handle is DD News 9. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, take care. Goodbye.